I don't know why I got this, I just got it for the memes. Okay, so if you're not really connected into the toy collecting hobby world, you might have heard somebody say, oh, there's a Ross exclusive, which usually if a toy doesn't sell well and there's excess stock of it, it ends up at Ross Dress for Less at a clearance price. But what Mcfarlane Toys has gone on to do is actually pretty funny and actually is the main reason that I made this purchase. They made a Ross Dress for Less exclusive Superman figure from the Superman movie 2025, and it's a cheaper price. They know that people are going to be shopping there, and they're like, you know what? Let's get in on this market. I just finished watching the Superman movie and I thought, what the heck? Let's give this a shot. We're gonna open this, see if it's worth the 20 Canadian dollars that I paid for this, and how this figure stacks up with other toys. Let's take a look. All right, here we go. This is the DC Multiverse Superman movie figure from the Superman movie 2025 by Mcfarlane Toys. Now this, again, is the American Ross exclusive. And you're wondering, how do we get this in Canada? Well, this was available at EB Games in Canada, formerly known as GameStop, formerly known as EB Games. So we had it here. It's $20 Canadian. It's got a very basic kind of sketched comic drawn version of Superman. It looks like his sleeves are too long for him. Like Jor-El bought him a shirt that's way too big and sent it to Earth with him. I don't know. It says up here 22 moving parts. That's what they claim for their multiverse line. And what you see is what you get with this packaging. There's no hiding it in the price. By comparison, let's look at a DC figure that's, you know, fits in this line. It's also multiverse. Generally, they're packaged like this Batman here. Sometimes there's a trading card of your character in the background, and often there are accessories, hand swaps. In the case of this no frills Superman, it comes with nothing else. It's just the figure. Now, there is a regular version of the Superman that comes with swappable hands that are kind of like this, so you can get into a flying pose. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. And then there's an even more deluxe version that comes with the crypto accessory and swappable faceplates for this figure. So what I'm going to see is, when I open this, will these faceplates come out? Okay, there we go. Unboxed in record time. There is literally nothing else in this packaging. They never said there was anything else, and that's what you got. Immediate first impressions, he actually looks pretty decent. I just watched the movie, so the look on his face, his expression's kind of right there for me. Let me know in the comments. Like, I know a lot of videos say, let me know in the comments this and that, but I'm for real. What do you think of this S? I don't like this S. And my wife and I both agree that's not an S. But that's just me. That's my personal opinion. You let me know what you think, though. All right, so I know I bought this for the memes. I wouldn't have done it if it didn't look halfway decent as an action figure. So let's look at this real quick. We've seen the SH Figuarts face of this Superman. It kind of looks like the dude from Happy Gilmore, and as I watched the movie, I could kind of see glimpses of that guy's face. But this doesn't really give me the Shooter McGavin feeling when I look at him. The facial features on the paint are a little bit soft. The eye printing on this one might have missed a little bit. The sculpting on the figure is decent. There's a lot of detail on there, but a lot of it is kind of camouflaged within its own color. You can see here some of the plastic is already starting to go on the elbow here. Otherwise, the colors are nice and bright. The painting overall is decent, except for this on the face here. Here's the cape on the back. It is a low durometer plastic. It's not soft goods that Mcfarlane has been using on some of their figures. There's no painted detail on the S. The S is painted. That's probably the weakest paint of this entire figure. Okay, as I mentioned, the face printing on this is, I'd say, like 98% accurate. I mentioned there was an alternate version where the faceplate can be swapped out, and you can see here there's a break under the sideburns, under the ear, around the hairline, which is a great way to do the faceplates. But we're going to see if this has the same removable faceplate if you bought the other figure. So far, I'm going to say that doesn't come off. All right, let's look at the articulation real quick. You have your side to side. He doesn't look up much, I guess. He's not fighting big monsters, but you can help that with some of the torso articulation. Look at the diaphragm rotation here. It's pretty great. And it looks like there's another joint in there at the waist to give it double range, but it is pretty tight. It's not the greatest because it's loose from the top of the pants, so it looks like it's just sitting inside. I don't know, like it's popping out of a potato sack. The joints they move, but they're kind of tight. There you go. This one moves a lot more. The lower ball joint in the hip is a little bit tougher. The legs have decent range. It has double jointed knees, and I know sometimes I say pins on action figures are not a deal breaker, but I've seen some McFarlane figures with pretty big pins. This one, I guess, blends in with the blue a little bit better. There's no boot swivel. There is a toe hinge for the foot. Up here, there is a little bit of a butterfly joint, the bicep turns, and the double jointed elbows. Now let's get into my problems with this as a low budget, cost efficient figure. I understand that this is only 20 Canadian dollars. This is going to be, I don't know how much in America at Ross. It's cheaper than your regular retail figure. I get it. But your regular retail figure comes with this fist, this open hand, and again, those flying hands that you can swap on. Now, I understand if you don't want to give me a flying hand to save money on this. Could I not have gotten two fists, though, instead? Because what is he holding? Here's all the money you saved, citizen. Why not a flying hand on this one? Or is it weird to go chop on one and fist on the other? Here, let's get him into this pose here. And curve this arm. Now he looks like... I mean, guys, honestly, it's a decent figure. It poses a decent flight pose for 20 bucks Canadian. But this hand is egregious. Now, if I'd switch it to the other side, right, you know, the other hand powering up to fly forward, that's great. He's reaching forward? You could have given him the flying hand instead of this gripping hand, or you could have given him the second fist. Would that have cost you more money? Would that have cost you the same amount of money? Would that have cost you less money? I feel like it wouldn't have cost more, but hey, please let me know. The wrist peg and the skin tone doesn't really match on the fist. Final thoughts. I don't really collect Superman toys. I enjoy the movie. Am I going to spend $100+ on a SH Figure Arts or a Mafex or anything like that, or a Mezco? I'm not. This option is perfect for me. Whether it's the regular release or this budget release, this works for my collection. So McFarlane does that well, giving different price tiers and different options for types of collectors. I get that. Honestly, if the faceplates don't swap, that's fine. I knew what I was getting. The only downside is, why the open grip hand with one fist? That's all. If they make Lex in this $20 version, I would probably buy it. If they make the rest of the Justice Gang in the $20 one, I would probably buy it. Again, it's not a team, it's not a brand that I'm invested in collecting wise, but for a couple bucks here and there, I'm down for it. Let me know what you think of this quote-unquote Ross exclusive. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit thumbs up on the video. It lets YouTube know that you like this video and other people might as well. Subscribe to the channel for more toys, check out some other videos, and keep toying around. Peace!